Hello, good morning, and welcome to another FILEVLOG. This morning, being on time and professionalism. So I am in traffic a lot. I am in traffic yet again today. I tried to avoid it, I really did. I tried to look up where exactly I needed to avoid to not have as much traffic. Didn't help. I am already 5 minutes late on a meeting, and there's just not much I can do, honestly, at this point. And it kind of sucks because I like for my employees to think that I try. But professionalism, me, and time management are a theme. I have been working at this new job for 2 to 3 weeks now. Out of those, all of those work days that I've worked part-time for the school, I have not been on time a lot, partially due to traffic, partially because I am very oh, I can leave 35 minutes before there, and if I make it, I make it. If I don't, I don't. It's kind of tough because I do tend to go I want to make it on time. Yeah, there's not much I can do about this traffic problem. It's kind of bugging me. I also work another job besides this. I am a curator for a small comics festival, Cross Comics in Rotterdam, and everything that I kind of do at the school kind of takes priority, especially during the days that I work there, obviously. And then I get behind on a lot of work for the curating job, which sucks because I have nice bosses, and they often have to kind of push me hey, where's that email you promised to send? And I'm like, oh yeah, shit, I was gonna send that email, I remember now. And it's just it just boils down to a lot of I have ADHD. I also have a bit of a trauma response to not having income for an entire year. So instead of calming down, focusing on one thing, which I've always been very, very bad at, I've taken up all the jobs that I could find, pretty much. And at some point it was also just who am I to say no to a curating job? You know, that's pretty special, especially considering that I've worked really hard.
Judge, oh.
Well, worked hard, mostly just done a lot of stuff within the comic community in the last 2 years to get myself known and out there. Kind of fairy tales about the human condition.
Gedaan. Ik heb heel veel gedroomd. Hoeveel de betekening?
So now I'm sort of at this impasse where it's I want to be a professional teacher. You know, I want to present myself professionally. I try to dress the part, rate the fit in the comments, I'd say. And I want to still assert myself in the comic world as someone that can be relied on, it's responsible, organizational, that can help other people out with getting their comic stuff out there. Because as much as I enjoy comic art, I enjoy promoting comic art, I think, equally. And yeah, it's tough. It's tough to work 2 jobs that demand a lot of personal attention, where a lot of people rely on you to be on all the time. And you think ADHDers, they can do that if they want to, but it also is bad for their energy levels. And I run into a lot of snags with that, where I just work myself to the ground and I have to build myself up every week. The last 2 weeks have been cycles of me going pretty hard at it during the week and then completely crashing on Saturday. So yeah, that's not ideal. It's not ideal. And then you Sunday, you're kind of rested, and Sunday's oh, okay, we're gonna be alright. It's nothing life is gonna be okay, and then you start your Monday and then you're in traffic, and then it's like, oh, I'm gonna be 20 minutes late to my new job with my new employers, who I really want to make a good impression at. So I'm looking forward to at some point making enough money that I can have my own space, move out, and yeah, maybe be in traffic less. Quick rundown of events of today. I filmed that video this morning that you just saw. I got to school half an hour late. Team coordinator at the door of the school, not happy with me. Me immediately stressed out. All the way at the end of the day, I finally got a hang of him, my team coordinator. He called me into his office, and we talked about, like, yo, this half an hour late or whatever, this constantly late, let's not do that anymore. And I was very like, yeah, I know, I really want to not do that anymore. I want to get up half an hour earlier if I have to. I want to leave an hour before I need to arrive so I can make sure that I'm always on time. And he was like, excellent, you know, this is fine. Closed it off with a very subtle, like, you know, this is, you know, this can all happen. By the way, I've heard that you're a great teacher. So apparently, yeah, the students and the teachers that I work with have been talking behind my back, telling my team coordinator that I'm good at my job. And then he told me, I was like, oh, it's so weird because deep down I know that teaching kind of brings me in the zone and I'm pretty okay at it. But to go from like, hey buddy, this thing with the coming late, you should really adjust that. This is very non-professional behavior where I go like, to being like, oh, by the way, don't worry. We think you're great and we want to keep you because you seem good at your job. It's like, just one of life's little roller coasters. Anyway, I'm gonna go into my house now and take that compliment with me, because honestly, if you should take something out of your day, especially in education, you should probably take the good experience with you. It's very easy to take the stressful stuff, like the non-professionalism. But what's really most important to me is that people see that I'm trying, that they know that I'm trying. And yeah, if I get compliments back for it, profit. Alright, it is now Friday. I can feel the crash taking a hold of my body. I'm so tired. This is exactly where I was last week. Also on Friday. Because again, this week was a really busy week. And I said the theme of this particular episode was professionalism and being on time. And yet again, I find out that life's not written like a narrative. It's not written like a story. So much more happens, even though you don't plan on focusing on more than one thing at the time. So much just fucking happens all the fucking time. Just too much happening. On Tuesday, I got my psych evaluation from the people who I work with regarding my ADHD, who told me, baby, you're not just tripping because of your ADHD, you're tripping because you have a lack of support generally from parental figures. I'm still processing that because it is true. Then on top of that, Wednesday, no time to process virtually, because Tuesday I got this news. I was like reminded, basically a lot of emotional unsteadiness in my life. Wednesday, I had to work for my curating job the entire day. I was pretty much working for that the entire day, like barely any breaks. And then in the evening, which was kind of nice, I went to a lecture by Aimee de Jong, which is a famous local Dutch comic artist. So basically, like up till 9 o'clock, I was active, I was like open, I was like on. Thursday, I had to work the entire day. I also had to send emails for my curating job. I even slept in my car in between jobs because I was so fucking tired, because my brain is just everywhere now that I have to process emotional shit. And today, Friday, another day of completely like focused work the entire day, and I'm like, I'm so tired. I'm so tired. No wonder I keep fucking crashing, man. This is too much. And the conclusion we came to, or at least my people who helped me at the ADHD center came to, is like, you take on all these responsibilities because you were taught that you had to, either because of a lack of unconditional support from parental roles, and yeah, that's not untrue. So what it all boils down to is not just that I have ADHD, not just that I have a hard time managing everything that I do. I just do too much. And I have this really weird, I gotta keep going, I gotta be active, I gotta stay on personality, because I have a lack of unconditional parental support. So everything I am stressed about in my personal life is something that anyone as a young adult would probably be stressed about. Such as finances, having a stable job, having someone to fall back to, mostly emotionally, because I am now pretty okay in like senses of finance and how my logistics for my living turned out, but emotionally, I have no emotional like parental figure to fall back on. Maybe friends, but you know that they're all in the same boat. So yeah, I have a lot of anger, I have a lot of frustration. It's not that I didn't notice, it's that I'm really good at emotionally repressing this, and ignoring it, and basically powering through, which in return brings me a lot of burnout, brings me a lot of bad things as well. So I just can't win, it seems, almost. Good news though is that now that my therapist knows what's up, we can talk about it. We can start seeing what it is that I need to process. The homework that I got was also like, yo, what is actually your ADHD and what is actually like your shit life syndrome, if you may. And yeah, it kind of sucks. I'm not good at emotions, I'm not good at anger. They frustrate me, which makes for more anger. So I'm not looking forward to that, but yeah. Basically my homework is crying and being angry, while also still being a responsible adult, because someone's got to take care of me.